Hi folks, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. Today I've dropped out for a quick bit of barbel fishing, which is the first time I've been out targeting barbel in a couple of weeks now, so I'm looking forward to it. We're out on a bigger river today in conditions that are looking pretty good. We've had a lot of rain, so the river's been up and is now dropping away nicely. There's a lot of colour in it, so I am hopeful we might get a few bites today, but you never know. We're going to drop into a couple of swims with feeder and some hot dog, and hopefully some fish will be there and they'll take a fancy to this bait and we can get something out onto the bank. Well, this is one of the problems when fishing these dropping rivers, is all of this debris coming down, collecting on your hook link, and obviously you're then not fishing very efficiently at all. So yeah, it's either good to stay out of the main flow or periodically reel in, check your hook link, make sure it's nice and clean. We'll get this back out there and we'll keep fishing. Well, I actually started quite a bit further up the bank earlier today, but after a couple of hours it just wasn't happening there. So I've actually decided to move down to this swim where I have caught some fish from here in the past, in the hope that I might be able to turn this session around. Even though conditions look pretty good, it just doesn't seem to be happening right now. So we're going to get some ground bait in. There's only really room for one rod in this particular swim, so I've packed one back down, and we're going to get cast out into a good spot that I know, just out there, and we'll see if we can make it happen here. So today I'm out fishing with a 12-foot rod. It's a 1.6 test curve, so yeah, I find that to be a really nice kind of soft rod, good for playing these barbel, with a little bit of backbone when you need it as well. I've got a 4,000 size Shimano reel on that as well, and we're fishing 13-pound line through down to a 10-pound hook link. So for those of you who are incredibly concerned about my line weights for some reason, that's what I'm fishing. Anyway, there's some potential of some big fish on here, so it warrants a slightly heavier setup than the one I would usually use. I should also say I'm using a 60-gram feeder to hold the bottom, and that just about does it fishing off the main current. In the full current, it won't hold at all, it keeps getting swung round. But I know the barbel can feed very close in, so I'm not really worried about whacking it straight into the middle at all. Very obviously a barbel. Get the net ready just in case. Well, hopefully this will land it. This bank is so slippy, I'm being so careful where I tread. Ooh, a lot of power in this fish. Yep, that's this, and then it'll probably do another nice powerful run back out into that main flow. We'll see. Nice bend in this rod though. Giving it a good workout. Not fished these rods in a little while. Thought I could be sneaky then and just dip it in, but it saw the net and did not fancy it. Try that again. Yeah, there we go. Just got that net under it. Not a bad fish, that. Nice one. Well, at last, here it is, a really nice barbel, giving a good account of itself in this heavy flow, going £7 4 ounces on the scales. What a lovely fish, makes it all worthwhile really in the end. Anyway, let's get this one back in the river. Well, that was absolutely brilliant. I am so happy to get a fish. It didn't look like it was going to happen. I've got to head off at about 8, which yeah, gives me 34 minutes more fishing time. So there is possibility of another one, as there always is. I have had quick bites from here in succession before, so I've swung this feeder back out, fully loaded up with all that good stuff, the ground bait, pellets, meat. There's even some crushed boilies in there. Big particle for a big flowing river. Let's see if we can get another one in the next half an hour or so. Well, it's just rolled round past 8 o'clock, which means unfortunately I need to head off home. It's been a bit of a frustrating session. The river looks so good, but yeah, it didn't do a bite until 4 hours into my session. But it's great just to be into a fish in the end, so I'll never complain with even a lone barbel. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. As always, please do all the usual YouTube things. Help me get to 1,500 subscribers. I'd really appreciate it. Your support means the channel can keep going and keep growing. So I hope to see you in the next video, and thanks ever so much for watching.